Hello everybody and welcome to transfer update today, and what we're going to be talking about is pretty much the almost complete deal, contract's not been signed yet, of Vlahović to Juventus, from Fiorentina to Juventus. And I've got to say, I'm actually in quite shock at this because as of a few days ago I would have thought that he would have been going to Arsenal because they looked to be the ones offering the higher price for him, and like it looked as if that there was an agreement reached. But obviously, over the last few days, a lot has developed. Vlahović, of course, coming out and saying Juventus being one of his dream clubs. We've have a deal agreed, personal terms agreed. All that's pretty much left is the player to come complete the medical and the contract, and then that is pretty much a done deal. And I am very excited for him to be coming to Juventus because, of course, he is joint top goal scorer this season with Ciro Immobile throughout the season with 17 goals plus the 2 assists he has as well. So 19 goal contributions at this point of the season, pretty impressive. And he has been renowned all over Europe as being one of the best young talents in the game at this moment in time. And of course, another thing, him being a Fiorentina, that's another bonus because like Fiorentina and Juve, not a good mix. And the price has been agreed at 75 million euros, which of course is still a substantial amount of money for a player. But for his quality, I'd say that is a pretty good value for money. But more to the fact that he's only got a few months left on his contract. He's out of contract in the summer. So for 75 million euros for just at the end of his contract, that is a pretty huge sum for someone with just a few months left on his contract. And considering our predicament at the minute, with the striking options that we have, it's just not good enough for us to get back to where we want to get back to, which is competing for titles. And with Morata's performances this season, not good enough. Keane has not hit the ground running, but I'm always a big believer, first season, see how it goes, but not looking good thus far for Keane. It's just not shown the ability that he once had when he was playing for us. And like Vlahović, my opinion, one of the best formed striker in Serie A at the minute, and one of the best strikers in form, I'd say, in this season. I believe that in a few years' time, because he is still very, very young. Try and get out what age he is. 21 years old, and he's got a long career ahead of him. And from seeing him in Serie A, the boy is mustard. Like, his skill set, his quality is so good, and I honestly think, there's obviously a few other positions that we have to rectify, but he is a striker worthy enough to compete for league titles, and if he keeps progressing the way he is at the minute, he could compete for European titles. I honestly do think that when this deal gets fully completed and he's able to play for us, it will better us a huge deal. But then once he's gone, there's probably going to have to be a few players that are going to have to get kicked out the door. Like, I honestly don't see Morata staying with us another year if Vlahović comes in. Keane most probably might stay on, but I honestly think that, depending on what formation we go for, because we've been mixing it up all season, playing 4-2-3-1, even a 4-4-2. If we're sticking with a 4-2-3-1, then we are going to have to get rid of a striker, either Keane or Morata. But if he's got a plan of playing a system with 2 strikers, Allegri, then perhaps, most likely we'd have to keep hold of them 2 strikers. Or if Morata goes, we bring someone else in. Because honestly, Morata, for me, not good enough to be a starter for Juventus. Like, he's just not shown enough for me. It's not the same Morata of old, but Vlahović, yeah. If that deal is fully completed, we will be taking a huge step in the right direction. Now, this is just a little transfer update on my reaction to Vlahović, most likely coming to Juventus, guys. So please like, subscribe, and comment on the video to see what you think. Take care, guys.